Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing this.
Way back a year ago.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's a special one. So we've got Red Willow Cloudless Cold IPA, and we've got, I don't know if you can see that, just behind me there is my version of a cold IPA. Not tasted it. It's been in the keg. Nothing's come out of the keg as yet, so it's going to be the first time me trying this. I didn't do a brew day footage. I can't find it anywhere. I thought I did, but I mustn't have done. So I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a blind taste of my cold IPA versus a commercial, or no, let's call it a craft brewery cold IPA. Doing it blindfold. I'll taste it, then I'll take the blindfold off, have a look at them, see if I can pick out the differences, if there is any, and see which one I prefer. And then Mrs. B will tell me which one it is. But I had this last August 2022 on keg at Track neighbourhood meeting neighbourhoods. What do you call it now? Little beer festival. So this is the Cloudless Cold IPA, 6.4%, and mine is coming in at 5.6%. So there is like near enough 1% ABV, 6.4, 5.6. So there's a difference there. But I don't know if I'm going to pull out that difference. Mine might taste absolutely disgusting anyway. Like I say, it's been in the keg. Kegged it on the 7th of Feb. It's now April when I'm trying it. Is it? Yeah, 7th of Feb. It's been in the keg, so I've not tried it. So let's get into it. I'll pass Mrs. B the glasses. I'll pass Mrs. B the can. She can do the little pouring stuff. She can pour from the keg. And then I'll put the blindfold on and I'll be back with you. Okay, so the beers are in the glass. This is where I do maybe. There's one. There's two. Ooh, they are quite close together. Okay, I'll give them a swirl because I've no idea. So, let's go. Right hand. I'll start with right hand aroma. Ah, that's lovely. That's sweet malty. That's sweet malts and a nice. Lots of like fruit, berries. Lots of berry aroma going on there. Slightly citrus, but lots of berry notes. That smells really nice. There's a sweet aroma for sure, and it's sweet malts as well. That's nice. That's got a nice aroma, that one. Oh, this one's more very similar, but this is more citrus. Oh, it's got a very similar berry note. Wow, it's hard to tell them apart. And I don't know the recipe of Red Willow, and I brewed this before I got the Red Willow can, so I have no idea what hops are in this. I can tell you what hops are in mine. Well, not right now, but when I look at the recipe. But they're so similar. They both got a sweet aroma, berries, and a citrus hint. I've not gone to clone this beer. Like I said, I have no idea, but the aromas are so similar. Whichever's mine I'm pleased with already, because the aroma is good. Let's hope the taste is good. So I'll put the left one down, I'll go for the right one. It's nice. It's nice mouthfeel. It's got a nice bitterness to it, which it should have. That's nice. It's got the fruit there. The aroma's following through on the flavour. That's nice. Okay, try this one. That's nice as well. I can't believe how much these are alike. Really, really unusual, this. I can't even tell the difference between what's what. This is unbelievable. Try this one again. That's really good. That is really good. You're definitely getting a citrus. You're getting a bitterness there, which is good. It's a nice balanced bitterness. But you're getting them fruity notes as well. And again, the aromas followed through to the flavours. You're getting the berry notes, fruit, citrus, nice bitterness. Mouth feels good. And that's the thing, one of these is 6.4. Okay, right. Right. Before I take the blindfold off, I'm going to go, because you guys have seen it before me, but I might be able to guess off the looks. So I'm going to go mine, because this one's got more about it, slightly more, a little bit more on the body. So I'm going to go, before I take this off, mine, Red Willow. And they look like exactly the same. Did you definitely pour? I might be right. That's as clear as a bell. Absolutely clear as a bell. That's got a slight haze on it, but still quite clear. When I put them there, it's really hard. If I put them in front of a light, they're very similar. But I'm going to stick with what I said because of the clarity on that. I don't think I've achieved that clarity. The smell is amazing. I think they're very, very similar on aroma. See if you still agree. If that is mine, I'm pleased with it. Please. That's got the edge. It's a bit more, little bit more zingy. So I think that's got the edge. So if that's mine, I'm happy with it. But which one do I prefer just by the taste? That one is the winner for taste for me because it's slightly got a bit more, slightly. It's just got a bit more zing, a little bit more lift on it. Carbonation on both of them, perfect, because it's low carbonation. Clarity in that is superb. So I'm going to go, that's the one I prefer. If it's really close. I'm not saying that one's just, if that's mine, I'm chuffed to bits, absolutely chuffed to bits, because that's good. That's a homebrew and that tastes good. Mrs. B, do you want to put the can next to the Red Willow beer? Yeah. So the clarity straight away, I knew by looks I'd probably pick it up on it, and it's just that little bit more lift in flavour. But I'm going to ask you just to smell them two and see how close they are. And I'll just explain what is a cold IPA, because people probably think is a cold IPA the same as an IPL so a cold India Pale Ale or a cold India Pale Lager. Now the cold IPA, basically it's an IPA that is brewed using what you normally see as lager grist. So these lager malts, Pilsner malts, and then some either maize, rice, something like that. So it's got the grain bill is very similar to a lager, and they want it to be crisp. That's the idea. They want it to be crisp. The IPL is an IPA grain, the grist, so it's got caramel, malts, and all that, and then brewed cold with a lager yeast. The cold IPA is the lager sort of the grist ingredients, more hops, as in dry hopped during fermentation. You can use a lager yeast, you can use an ale lager hybrid, and then it's not brewed as cold as what you do a lager or an IPL. So that's the difference. It's the grist. So I'll tell you what's in mine. The more bitter than a hazy IPA, that's what they say. Crisp and cleaner than a West Coast IPA. And like I said, the yeast is either a lager or hybrid for a cold IPA. So there is a difference. An IPL is an IPA brewed at lager temperatures with lager yeast. A cold IPA is lager ingredients with hops brewed slightly warmer than lager. That's the difference between the two. So that's what I've done as well. What do you think about the aroma?
There's not much difference at all.
There isn't, is there? It'd be interesting to know what Red Willow put in their ingredients as well, what hop-wise. So for mine, because I didn't do a grain to glass, I can tell you what was in it. Pilsner malt, flaked maize, and a slightly little what's called carapils, and that's just to give it a little bit of body. And then for me, the hops was Columbus for the bitterness. Then it's Amarillo, Cascade, and Citra. I did them during the boil, and then Whirlpool, and then dry hop. So yeah, so that's mine. So it's got really simple ingredients. See what have you got? Something there? What they've got on there? Have you got that? So that's easier than me trying to tip the can. So Cloudless, cold IPA, an ultra clean IPA designed to showcase Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe. So the only thing the same there is Citra. Malts is Pilsner malt with rice, fermented with a lager yeast to produce a clean, crisp body, allowing the hops to shine through. Yep, and that's exactly the same as what mine's doing. I think what I can do now, I can drink that and then get another pour, because that's the first pour off a keg as well. So that might be why it's not as clear. I don't know. So let me quickly drink it. So here we go. So this is mine off the keg. Yeah, I thought so. Now look at the clarity now. I'll try and show you that. There we go. So that was the first pour off the keg. I did say I'd not tried it off a keg before. And now you can see the clarity. There you go. So that has really worked. That looks like a superb beer to me. Absolutely fantastic. There's Red Willows. That again, superb beer. It's really hard to put them both together, but there you go. I'm really there goes my tap off the keg just fell off. I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Cloudless won it, just nipped it because it just had a little bit more zing about it, but there's next to nothing in it. It does what it says. It's got the bitterness, it's crisp, they're both crisp, they've both got a bitterness, and they've both got that, well, basically the hops are shining in both them beers. I'm chuffed, it worked. So if anyone wants to, if anyone wants to brew this, I called mine the Cold Snap IPA. If you get in touch, I'll let you know the ingredients. But there you go, a little bit of an experiment, an experiment. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops